my friends. Welcome to the Diamond Painting and Stitching Effect with Cori. I'm here today with another European Town Day. It is Monday. I have been working on European Town on Mondays, and you guys can join along with me if you have it. If you can join along with me and do whatever you like to do in your crafty ways. This European Town is a massive cross-stitch pattern. It is 222 centimeters long by 45 centimeters. I am doing it 11 count, and it's supposed to be 3 strands over 1, but I am choosing to do it 2 strands over 1, and someone asked me last time why I do that. Number one, I did one of the first 11 count I did, I thought the 3 strands was way too bulky and I did not think it looked good, and so I started doing with 2 strands. I'm finding that the threads all act differently, and I still don't know how crazy I am for doing that. The other reason is I have run out of threads on these kits. They were usually Joy Sunday kits that I run out of threads on, but anyway, I just have that fear, and I don't have a whole lot of backup threads. I thought I had a lot, but in reality, when I kind of went and looked at it, I really don't have. I have 6 boxes of them, the old-fashioned way when we used to round them up on bobbins. And I thought that was a lot, but it really isn't. I am going to be working on this purple X, and that purple X is the color number 14 in this kit, and it is the color number 472 for DMC. So it's kind of a chartreuse color, a light green. And there isn't a whole lot of that color in the section that I'm working on now. It's just mostly just this little spot right here. So during the week, I'll probably pick another color and start working on it. I did finish the blue color I was working on last week. Oh, he's not even in the thing, in the camera. But I did finish that blue color that I was working on. And there were some areas over here. Well, let's get it in the picture. Some areas over here. And I think there was a little bit of an area somewhere else that I got. But that one, it didn't take very, very long to complete that color. And I really thought I was going to pull it out again and work on another color, but I never did. This is a week where I haven't been feeling very well. But it is what it is. Today is Memorial Day. In the United States, Memorial Day is a day that we honor those who have fought in wars and lost their lives. That was the original purpose of Memorial Day. A lot of Americans have turned it into a time where we just go and remember those who have passed on before us. A lot of people go to the cemetery and pay their respects to their loved ones who have passed on. But the original purpose of the day was to honor the people who have fallen in war and lost their lives. It's also a day where people do barbecues and get together with family, and I was able to do that over the weekend. My brother came down. He brought me. My sister had gotten an air conditioner in an auction, and he was able to pick it on his way down. He picked up that air conditioner in San Antonio and brought it, and he put it in my window for me, which is no small feat. He did a wonderful job with it, and amazingly enough, the weather hasn't been that hot for us to put it to a real test. Uh, so so far it's working well. It means that I can have my living room area can be air conditioned, and I don't have to be holed up in my bedroom most of the time. I don't know. That's going to be a life change that I don't know. I'm so used to doing it this way. I don't know if it'll happen, but at least when I have company now, I don't have to pull them into my bedroom. I have my bedroom set up with two recliners and a TV and a bed and all my crafting stuff, and it's a bit crowded, but whenever someone comes over, we come to my bedroom because it's usually very miserable. Seems like in Texas we've had a mild spring this year, so it's been nice. But usually it's either too hot or too cold in Texas. There's just not we don't have much weather where it's just mild. It's either a little too hot or a little too cold. We don't have the sub-zero temperatures or anything like that, but it's just it doesn't seem like there's very many days that are in between hot or cold. This spring has been one of those years where it has been nice. I have been able to exist out in the other regions of my house without too much trouble. So we got together. My brother came and put the air conditioner in, and we went on to my sister's house in Corpus, and where we had a barbecue. And it was kind of awesome because we all need to be watching our carbohydrates, and my sister was able to put together a spread that was pretty much carbohydrate. It was a very low carbohydrate meal. So everybody ate healthy, and we didn't miss all that other stuff like you would think. There was plenty to eat, plenty to do, and we kind of talked about it. Yeah, potato salad is kind of a thing you have at a barbecue, but we had a coleslaw, we had deviled eggs and finger vegetables, and of course there was the centerpiece of barbecue brisket that we barbecued from the cow that my sister brought down from Colorado. We have been enjoying the meat from that beef. Has been very, very good. It's excellent. We bought a cow a year ago. We got a half a cow, and it was part Wagyu beef from here in Texas, and it was pretty good. But it wasn't the normal. It did taste different, and so it's hard to compare apples to oranges, but it hurts me as a Texan to say this, but I think that Colorado beef was better than the Texas beef we got. So, but it's all good. It's all good. I like the way they cut it in Texas better. The type of cuts they have were more familiar to me than the cuts in this one. Like they really cut this brisket all weird. I told Marcy it looked like a stingray. They cut it long and thin and flat, and it was hard. It was good to get it out of the freezer because it was in the way. But so what we did was my sister got half of it, and we got half of it, and so they cooked their half and we took our half. So next time we do something like that, they'll have it, and we can do it again. And so, like I said, I haven't been feeling well, and it was good to go and do that, but I didn't feel good, and as the day wore on Saturday, I just felt worse and worse, and it was horrible. I just wanted to leave, and I was like, I'm with my family, I love being in their company, but I was miserable. And so we kind of left early. It ended up not really being early. It seemed like I got home kind of late. But, I went to bed early. I went to bed early last night too. And when I woke up Sunday, I didn't do anything yesterday. I stayed in bed for most of the morning because I just didn't feel good. I was hoping I didn't really go back to sleep ever, but that's not like me to do that, because staying in bed is not fun to me. It makes my bones hurt in ways that I don't know how to explain it. It's usually after I've had a night in bed, I need to get up, move around, and go be sedentary another way. But yeah, I finally got up. I didn't do much cross stitching till later on in the day. It seemed like I felt better as the day wore on, but today I don't know, something's off. I feel like I picked up a sinus infection. I had to go to the ear, nose, and throat doctor for a follow-up from all the stuff that was happening before. It was kind of like a 3-month to make sure, and I really think I picked something up from there, because that was on Thursday, and I started going downhill after that. But yeah, I had the problem of, he had referred me to a neurologist to find out why my brain is having demyelination. He told me that issue isn't going to go away, that the fact that I couldn't find, the neurologist I went to wouldn't take my insurance. And he said, and I haven't found one. I tried, there aren't that many neurologists in Corpus. So I guess I'm probably going to have to go to San Antonio or somewhere else. But he said that problem's not going to go away. Just because I'm doing better doesn't mean the problem's gone. And so I need to find out what's going on. And he told me what I do. The thing to do is I call my insurance, and the insurance can tell me who to go to. So I haven't really had a chance to do that yet. So I guess that's something I'll work on tomorrow when the businesses start opening up again. Let's see, where am I? Here we go. I had a hidden giveaway in my last video, and Christina Gore is going to get I got a bonus in one of my unboxings where they accidentally sent me 2 stamped Ada cloths for one pattern. And so I offered it up to people if they wanted it. I don't know how much value it is, but Christina Gore is the only one who's replied since I put up the video. So Christina, it's yours. I just need to get your address somehow. What I thought I might do is, since I'm doing my 11 counts with only 2 strands of thread, maybe I could try and see what one strand of thread does on a 16 count. And if I'm okay with that, maybe I can send you half the thread that I got in my kit as well. I haven't really looked at it much more since I've been busy and I've been sick, and you know the drill. Haven't done that much more with it, but I am anxious to get started on it and test it with the threads to see if I'll be okay with one strand. And then on the other hand, maybe you wouldn't be okay with one strand. I don't know. Let me know. My email address is posted, and I try to post it in all my descriptions of all my videos. So I've got 2 email addresses. The one I like my AOL address better just because I'm used to it. I still haven't figured out how to use Gmail, guys. I'm kind of embarrassed, but Gmail, it just seems like I'll figure it out and they'll change it, and I don't use it enough to really get familiar with it. But I have the Gmail address because you have to have a Gmail to have the YouTube channel, but I rarely use it. But I do check it often because I know that's how I get notifications from companies that want me to do product reviews. So either address that you choose to use, I will get it, and we can work out something and get that extra canvas sent to you. Daniel's had an enjoyable, he's doing well with what he's working on, with the project he's working on. He had a little bit of trouble with his truck again, but his friend from high school that he grew up with, teenage years, is a diesel mechanic, and he was able to call him and they were able to fix that issue together. It was something wrong with it, wasn't getting the fuel right or something. I don't know. I kind of tune him half out when he starts talking about mechanical problems. I don't know what he's talking about, so it doesn't mean anything. I think I traumatized Gunther, so he's not going to be coming around here. Bless his heart. I was trying to get him. Marcy said that she would try to keep him entertained while I did my video. And I think the process of not letting Gunther do what Gunther wants to do, he usually comes to me. I don't go pick him up, So he's used to coming whenever he wants attention. So I thought I would just kind of nip that in the bud, and I'll go kick that later. And he would just go sit in Marcy's lap, and Marcy would pet him and pet him and pet him, and he wouldn't want to leave. But the whole process just freaked him out. And I think he's hiding behind the washing machine right now. He just, yeah, you can't, cats are kind of silly. It's got to be their idea when they want the attention. But, so I don't think we're going to see Gunther today. Well, I hope everyone has a nice Memorial Day weekend. I hope you get to do something a little fun. Um, and of course, there's always our stitching if we're don't have friends or family around. There's always this friend of stitching. So I want y'all to take care, and I will see you again in the next one.